Diant Brown is eager to play in the finale of the Panthers. In his first NFL season, guard Deonte Brown has played in 2 games and been on the field for 8 special teams plays. But when the Carolina Panthers close their 2021 NFL season on Sunday, indications are the former Alabama standout will get some playing time. "I see myself playing some this game," Brown said on Thursday. "I don't know for sure how much, but I'm just blessed and glad to have this opportunity to try to help us get a win." More NFL Times Saturday NFL Roundup. Devonta Smith sets Eagles record. Times Mac Jones' first NFL season comes full circle. Times NFL Week 18 schedule. TV Times point spreads. Carolina coach Matt Rule hinted on Monday that the regular season finale would be a good time for the Panthers to get a look at Brown in action. "I think Deonte's something we have to talk about, just trying to get him even in a special teams role or something," Rule said. "Deonte's been practicing well, so that's something I'd like to talk about with Pat, and that's not taking away from anyone else. It's time to see a young guy like that." If Brown gets on the field when Carolina plays the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 3:25 p.m. Central Standard Time Sunday, the former Austin High School star knows what he wants to do. "I definitely want to leave a good taste in their mouth when they see me play in live action," Brown said. Despite his lack of field time, Brown already has shown himself that he can get the job done in the NFL. "I learned that I do belong here, if that makes sense," Brown said. "I think that's just been one of the biggest challenges that I've had personally is, believing that I can play at a high level and play good. I think that I've got more and more confidence in my ability to play and be good. This year, I took on more the role of just listening and being a sponge around the older guys since I saw I wasn't going to be playing. I was in the books hard, trying to ask them questions, just anything I could do from a not playing standpoint to help them but also for them to help me, too." Despite Brown's lack of playing time as a rookie, that doesn't mean he isn't in the Panthers' plans. "I think when you look at offensive linemen, you're always looking for kind of homegrown offensive linemen that you raise up in your system and you develop," Rule said. "So looking at Brady right now, looking at Deonte, obviously was drafted and has been here, so we'll just have took at everything in the offseason in terms of how do we get better at it. But I think you also have to make a true investment in the position, and I'm not saying we haven't, but obviously we all sit here and see we made a lot of improvement on defense, we made a lot of improvement, I feel like, on some of our special teams areas, we have good skill players. We just have to continue to invest in the offensive line because when you have an offensive line that can run the ball and protect the quarterback, everything else just kind of eases up." Brown plans to increase his value to Carolina by expanding his versatility. "I need to know how to play more positions, so I want to learn how to play center this summer," Brown said. "Definitely, my body keep working on my shape and how I am like physique-wise, not just my body weight, but how I look while I'm at the body weight, and just keep on building on my skills as a guard, too. There's so much stuff that I can learn to get better at, I just have to work." Brown came to the Reese's Senior Bowl last year at 364 pounds. He has a roster weight of 335 pounds with the Panthers. "That's the weight that we're both good at," Brown said. "I'm still striving to get as low as I can, honestly. Like my weight loss journey doesn't start in the season and it doesn't stop at the end of the season. This is just an ongoing thing for me. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just something that I'm mindful of, so I really don't have goal weight. 335 has been best for me. That's what I've been good at. That's what I've been feeling more powerful and more explosive. There's not been no disadvantages. The only thing it has done is help me. I feel like I can sustain blocks better. I'm able to perform athletic moves better and for longer periods of time. And that was just my biggest thing coming in was just sustaining what I can do throughout the whole game and not just in spurts." Brown joined Carolina in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL Draft from Alabama's undefeated CFP National Championship team. The Panthers enter their finale on a 6-game losing streak that has dropped their record to 5-11. "It's definitely harder to get wins in the NFL consistently than it is in college, especially when you come from a powerhouse like Alabama," Brown said. "The NFL is just different. It's like the guys in college, you have superstars spread out, but, like the NFL, everybody that's starting has been that guy on their team, so it's like a whole bunch of alphas going against each other rather than in college you'll have a team that's not so good and then a team that is up to your caliber but don't have as good of coaching. Here, everybody has the same great coaching, everybody has the same great players, and it's just who's going to be better that game and is going to make the less mistakes that game. It's really not about this team is better than this team. We're all good." For more of all.com's coverage of the NFL, go to our NFL page. Mark Anabanet is a sports reporter for Alabama Media Group. Follow him on Twitter at @AmarkG1.